Grammys, I'm here to bash you.
no. Come on.
I have a theory what you guys are up to. I have a theory. But anyways, she goes by the name Big Cera.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes.
My name is Cera, but you can call me Big Cera.
That's I go by the name Real Skillz, aka the Magic King, and we're here to talk the Grammys.
Yes, and the fact that no Nigerian won a Grammy this year. First off, congratulations to all the people who were nominated.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Burna Boy who made it to the stage
For real,
to perform. That's a
big
deal.
That's big
deal.
Yes.
And his performance was spectacular.
No,
I mean, it's
I love
Burna
the
Boy.
fact that he represented the culture.
He did it well.
On stage, brought the Yoruba, tradition.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Changed it and
I love the song selections as well.
Exactly.
Like good creative direction.
No, but it's Burna Boy.
It's Burna Boy on
Yes.
it, and the fact that he made them stand up, like you guys. I mean, that was really cool. Like, so there were some good parts. The fashion game as well was really good. I loved how Davido looked. I loved how Burna Boy looked.
Yeah.
Thames wasn't at the Grammys this year.
No, she was. But
she was nominated. Black Bones was there.
Black Bones was actually also listed as one of the most, one of the best dressed,
Really?
Yeah,
interesting.
Yes. Variety actually picked them up.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Ashake was also there. Ashake looked really good as well. Olamide, I didn't see any picture of Olamide there, so I don't think Olamide went there. So, but at least we were present there. Plus, I mean, Ira Star was also there.
Right there, looking all beautiful. Like,
so
my God.
So beautiful. It's Ira. Why did we not win at least one? Considering that for the past at least for the past 5 years, Afrobeats has been carrying the African music culture
for real
around the world.
For real. It's one of the biggest genre in the world right now. It's crazy. It's crazy how my brother in the US, my brothers to be even precise in the US, will tell me about how white kids in the US are crazy about Afrobeats.
I mean, see what happened with Rema's Calm Down.
Exactly, even over their own music. And you cannot tell me that the biggest genre in the world right now did not pick an award that was inspired by that same genre.
When we say biggest, we just mean the genre that is getting attention.
I mean the biggest right now.
Getting attention.
The biggest genre. See, getting attention. The biggest genre right now in the world. You cannot tell me that one of the Afrobeat artists did not pick an award that was inspired by the movement of Afrobeat itself. Like it's
considering that we clamored for that category, like we were rooting for it, saying, oh, if they can have a reggae category, why can't they give us an Afrobeats category? And then we received the shock of our lives.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't know, Sha.
At the end of the day, to this particular, perspective, to just throw some light into this one. I feel like the only person that can really answer this question is the Grammys.
True.
So, Grammys.
Tell us why.
After you see this video, we're gonna see you in it. Please come out. We'd like to see,
like your board, your guys. What were you guys?
As to what happened?
What were the metrics? How did you select the people who were going to win? Because we don't get it. Because if we're going to talk about why, for example, that category that Tyler won, or the category the Shakti Bobo guy.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, it's Shakti.
The Shakti guy.
English formed Indian band.
His name is Shakti.
Yeah, aka Shakti.
But then exactly, he's a Bobo. Shakti is a Bobo. So they need to tell us why. Is it because Shakti? And we're also forgetting the fact that while Tyler was going up to collect her award, they were playing Fela's Water.
Yeah, no, that was the universe actually. Just
felt like a slap on our face.
For me, I didn't say that as a slap. In my head, I was like, that was the universe saying, this category belonged to Afrobeats. So some way, somehow, the guy they employed was a knucklehead.
Because I really want to know why.
You can't blame the Grammys for that. I think it was one of the workers, the person that was responsible for that at the back end, that made that mistake. But I think that moment was a universal moment of, the universe saying in your face, this should have been an Afrobeats category, for everybody. Anyways.
But it's not like they want to say that they did not know. They knew. So what was the agenda behind it? Because was it just because it was a viral song?
Grammys, you have a lot of explanations to make. We're waiting for it, alright? So But
congrats to her winning at 22 from Africa. That's a big deal. That's something that
for the
us as Africans don't even imagine.
Yes, as South Africans behave, please. This is not the moment. We love you guys. This is not the moment for you to start saying, some crazy stuff about South Africans versus Nigerians.
And also, if we can go from that angle, since a South African won a category that Afrobeats was supposed to win, does that mean that we can now claim Amapiano too?
No, I see.
Ojoro Council.
No, wait, check this out. A South African won a category that was inspired by Afrobeat, and then she made Afrobeat music to win the same category.
Actually, she made Afrobeat music. That's Afrobeat music. So come on, allow us Amapiano.
The Grammys are waiting.
It's a big fight, but the guys they know. If anybody was going to at least win, I think Burna Boy and Davido should have won something.
No, even if not Burna Boy for real, like, you know, Burna Boy already won his share of, you know, Grammys for starters, right? True. But if anybody, you know, should have won, it should have been Davido.
I mean, this was Davido's best year in a long time. I think since 2017, Davido has not had a year as good as 2023.
Real, yeah.
So, and him getting 3 nominations, that was such a big deal.
It should be crazy. Even if they had given the Water song to Tyler, you know, the
Timeless album should have won
Timeless
something.
album should have won Best Global Album.
Yeah,
you know,
should have won something.
Timeless, like I said a while ago, Cera, no cap. Afrobeat is the biggest genre in the world right now. See, jazz, you know, the other guy that won it, you know, was this jazz ensemble.
Yeah.
Jazz music had its run, but jazz is not even the biggest genre in the world right now. But I don't. Afrobeat is.
But you know, the problem is, if we're going to be talking about this with Afrobeat, even the Americans and those other guys have problems with the Grammy. Look at Jay-Z's speech, for example. So the whole system is actually flawed. And like you said earlier on, they are the only ones that can actually explain to us their metrics. Really like why,
yeah.
how. For example, how did Midnight win Album of the Year over SOS?
I feel like Caesar should have taken that.
Yeah, she should have. The whole system is flawed, but I think that they have built a reputation that cannot be topped. So as flawed as it is, not to just they pray make the flawness favor you, because that's all that it is. You know, God. That's all that it is.
Grammys, it's all right. It's okay.
Davido, don't worry. Another one is coming. Don't we day your back, no shit. Did Tyler deserve to win, considering the fact that she was nominated alongside Nigerian Afrobeats artists on that category?
That's a big question. That's a big one.
Also, adding the fact that this is her first award ever. So the first award that Tyler was ever going to win,
she won it,
was a Grammy.
See, it's even crazy.
It's insane.
There's a theory that some people came up with, Cera. They said when an African gets nominated for the Grammys, they usually don't win at the first try. So if you're basing it on, you know, oh, you need them to prove themselves. Because I remember Burna Boy's
time.
In 2000, you know,
Burna Boy didn't.
You know, 2000. What was it? 2020, I think. Yeah. And then Wizkid in 2022 as well lost album, you know, the album category and the single category as well to some guy that we don't know as well. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So if it's about a music artist proving themselves, you know, over and over again.
So do you think it's a maybe?
Then you know, Tyler shouldn't have won.
I was gonna go the gender route now, but I don't know.
Because this is a one hit wonder situation with Tyler.
Because I think she even has an album out.
Yeah.
But I like the song Butterflies though. It's a good song.
Yeah, but like even Water is a good song as well. And it did great in the United States. You know, picked at number 7 on the Billboard.
But however, if they're going to base it on it being viral, we've seen few situations where the Grammys would bend the rules. We should have had Rema on that category.
I know.
Calm Down did such a madness that the rules should have been bent at least for Calm Down. Because it's been bent for people beforehand.
Sorry, even the Grammys would say that they don't go by streams. They go by, you know, the impact of the music, the pedigree, you know, of the music. You know, and if they're doing that, you know, it means that it shouldn't be about the virality of, you know, the song by Tyler, the Water song. It shouldn't be about that, you know, or by, you know, what it did on the Billboard. It should have been about, and Timeless, you know, by Davido, it's an impactful piece of music.
That's impact.
A rich cultural piece, you know, right there by Davido, you know, album-wise as well. Because someone told me, you know, he said like, you know, the Grammys, you know them, they like stuff that has cultural value. Afrobeat is our culture. You know,
as in, is it until we play Talking Drum for real?
You know what I mean? Oh God!
I mean, like, I'm just thinking of Namoni alone as
that is a rich African piece of music. Like, what are you talking about? Even the video, but you know, if you look at the video and everything, even bringing it down to unavailable, joining the Nigerian essence and the South African essence, that is something. Right, that's African music. Exactly. It's not until we do that it has to be Kuruki, you know, Kuruki, Mr. Bones, or Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever.
Come on, why not? It's not like that.
Stop playing Grammys.
Stop playing, guys. Stop playing. So imagine somebody like Nicki Minaj not having a Grammy.
It's
crazy. You playing?
It's insane.
Come on. Miley Cyrus, with everything she's been doing, just had her first Grammy. Your system is flawed.
It's insane.
But then we know that the system is flawed. However, it's the most reputable music award. Nobody's going to take that away from them.
So of course, you know, the Grammys has a lot. You know, they got a lot to explain. You know, when it comes to like this whole Grammy situation, they do have plenty to break down for us. Like we spoke about, you know, Miley Cyrus, you know, just now. We spoke about, you know, a lot of other people like Beyonce, you know, as well. But then some people also dug into the fact that, how come Whiskey didn't win way back then as well, even though Essence was the biggest
song. Who even won in Whiskey?
Essence was the biggest, one of the biggest songs in the US.
I mean, it was such an impactful album as well.
Exactly, and even Essence from that album, Essence went ahead to win a Soul Train Award in the US. So a lot of people argue that, if that was the biggest song, how come Whiskey didn't win it then? But then Tyler won it just because she has the biggest song in the US. Flawed. So there's a lot of, there's a lot of, I don't know, confusion and complications right there.
It's very flawed. Like, you guys, I don't know, whatever it is. Do you think that maybe they should open it for public voting?
Maybe they should make it 50-50.
Right.
Maybe what we should have with the Grammys is like a 50%, for the people to vote, and then a 50% for the judges as well to get to say, okay, we're gonna put some sort of quality control and gatekeeping, because some people will vote based on it's just
sentiment.
We just love this person, But then there will then be the balance of the vote from the public, and then the judges coming in, to balance right there. So
people are asking the question: why is it that Nigerians are trying to seek international validation so much? Why do they not pay attention to our Nigerian awards? Personally, I think it's okay to seek Grammy validation.
So I think the angle for them is even the money, right? Because the reason why I feel like a lot of Nigerian artists are seeking Grammy validation is not, even just for the, the image alone. They're already that big in Africa and big in Nigeria. I think they just want to earn foreign exchange. Forgive me.
But they're already earning for it.
No, they're already earning it, but then they earn more. If you're the Grammy winner. Do you know what Burna Boy, for instance, won the Grammys, and then the Champions League paid him in Naira equivalent. The dollar equivalent in Naira was 1.2 billion Naira, because he earned in dollars. And that kind of reputation will come to him because hey, he won a Grammy. He should be the one to close the Champions League final, which is a global football, footballing event. So I feel like a lot of them, want to win the Grammys because they're like,
it's actually okay too.
Exactly.
It's actually okay too.
They're going to make a lot of money.
It's actually okay too. It's actually okay too. But what is not okay is the fact that you're putting it, we can see, we can actually see all the energy you're putting into these awards, and you're not putting in anything into ours. In fact, for ours, it's like, Rema went to the last headies and had to preach on the stage. Did I say preach? But literally, it was preaching.
He said the truth.
He had to preach on the stage about how we are not paying attention to our own. I don't think that, that speech was awesome, but I don't think that we need to be preached to for that. It should be common sense.
We should know. Yeah, so, Rema did preach and said all of that, but then at the same time, I feel like, we also have to a certain degree, touch on the fact that Rema said Nigerian artists don't come out for the awards the way they ought to come out for it. But then even the awards organizers need to do better.
I remember what we were saying, the Nigerian-ness of it all. Because if we're going to dissect this problem, it's long.
It's long. Production is one angle.
It's bad.
Politicking is another angle.
Bad.
And there are other factors to still consider when it comes to awards here in Nigeria.
So the truth is, however, when we're going to talk about the politicking part, we have all admitted that the Grammys is flawed, but it's still not stopping some people to be a part of it. So how come we don't want to admit that it is okay for some of our awards to also be flawed, and we will still show up for it?
So that's one. But then production-wise,
so that's the second problem now. So now the second one, production-wise, to get good production, I hear it's very expensive. These guys have to fly down things.
I know.
You understand? But I don't know, man.
I think it's also the angle of, when it comes to organizing events as well. One thing I've also noticed is the fact that a lot of times, not just awards, but event organizers tend to want to get all the the profit to themselves. Sometimes they don't partner enough. Partnerships will go a long way in helping us to produce high quality awards as well. Don't say, oh, I'm the headies, or I'm the the Afrima, and all of that. If you don't have everything that you require to give a standard world class production, partner with a company. The company doesn't even have to be an African company. It could be an American company or a British company. Partner with them, give them their profit cut. Because they know they're making money, they will bring everything that you need.
And we can't say it's impossible to have a successful award show in Nigeria, because AMVCA literally exists.
Exactly.
And AMVCA every year they top their quality, so we can find a way around it. That is one. Then secondly, are you thinking about the fact that even award shows that they created for us in Africa, for example, Mama Awards, why don't we have Mama often?
China used to have an awards, way back, I remember.
I don't think so.
By the way, but they don't even.
That award
died even while Channel O was still in existence and all of that. So there's this thing about us not sustaining what it is that we've set our head to.
Viewers' Choice Awards. Viewers' Choice is VMAs. No. There's a Nigerian award that is it Sound City does. There's a Nigerian award that
Sound City, yes. MVP Awards.
MVP Awards. That's a very good award show.
It is. No, for real, it is. But even that award can do better as well in terms of production.
We should pay more attention to that. And also, it makes absolutely no sense for Headies to be happening outside of Nigeria.
No, for real.
Like, let's not even. I get it that you want our artists to show up. Like, no,
let them come
I get what you're saying, but still,
here's the thing. You want international artists to come for the Headies. Nominate them for categories.
And then nominated international artists, did they show up? They were using these celebrities to host the award show.
Nominate them for the categories. If they show up, fine. If they don't show up, fine. And here's the thing, even when you nominate someone, you can always reach out to their team and say, how do we get you down here? You can actually bring the world, at the end of the day, you need to bring the world down to Nigeria, because at the end of the day too, it means it will bring the focus to us at the global scene.
And it starts with our artists knowing that they should show up at these award shows, because what you're chasing far side, if you don't have it here, you look funny.
Man, fact, right?
You look for some people that were not nominated were reposting their Grammy pictures. Like, I could see how you were so excited about it.
You know how many Nigerians and Africans, superstars and execs that actually went for the Grammys, and they were not nominated for anything.
But everybody was.
You get so. But then at the end of the day, the flip side also is the balance, right? That's
what I'm saying.
We also need to make sure
we give them good
production when we produce awards, right in Nigeria. Yes.
Award organizers, please do better. Our artists, the industry, please do better.
And
Both of us have to work together.